There used to be a term called equity stripping, and it used to be illegal. And now it's considered a business practice where
surprise. Opendoor also has really hurt the market too. I'm telling you.
Have you had the pleasure of doing any showings with Opendoor properties?
Yes, I have.
It is an absolute pain in the apple. You know why that is? They don't want us to show their houses.
Company lost money on 42% of its August resales after it failed to anticipate the slide in the housing demand. Wait until September's number comes out.
Oh, yeah.
What they did, number one, is that whoever was telling them how to buy them was wrong. And number two, whoever's telling them how to price them to resell is wrong.
What you're saying to me, I'm just want to make sure I'm going to write, hold on, I'm going to write this down. So you're telling me that the algorithms on a computer software system are off and that you still need human interaction to evaluate that house?
No, I would never say that, Andy.
What are you crazy? Apps do everything, Chris. They'll solve the world's problems, Chris.
There's a lot of truth to that. I mean, we've talked about that a lot. Zillow doesn't know if you have that built-in corner jacuzzi or you have that separate tub. It looks like a 2022 house. And I'm telling you, those things matter. But I mean, what Andy's talking about here is, I mean, if you had something that had some good square footage, and you had some nice little sales that happened around you, you were going to turn out really good. And then they'll come in and then they'll just repaint with, I don't know who's doing that painting, but it doesn't look that great. And then they put all these cameras and all these weird contraptions on the doors and how to get in and make it really hard for you, and then overprice it. And so it sits, and then people think, oh my gosh, there's a deal. And then that deal becomes lower, and then they accept an offer because they got to get rid of it and get it off their inventory.
Because it's on their naughty list. I agree. I think that, they literally are constantly putting lipstick and earrings on a pig. I mean, and it's still a pig. Property, they overpaid for it. They're not doing the true renovations. What I mean by lipstick and earrings, they're putting really cheap carpet in.
Lipstick and earrings, cheap carpet.
Cheap carpet, they cover the walls. Sometimes they'll add in a little rouge on the cheeks with the old lighting fixtures. But 90% of the time, these guys are just putting these houses up for sale that you walk in them and they still stink. If it smells like food or if it smells like smoke or whatever it is that they're trying to hide. And the person that was selling it, maybe the person inherited the house. And they're like, well, let's just sell it because, dad smoked cigars in his chair his whole life. They'll buy that house, put fresh carpet, fresh paint, and then they try to sell it. And it still has outdated appliances. A lot of times the kitchens are outdated. The yards are usually in disarray. They're mowed, but they're gross. So most people that need to just dump a house, God bless them for helping America out for a couple of years, but people dump their houses with those kind of deals. And here's what I'd say to you. There used to be a term called equity stripping, and it used to be illegal. And now it's considered a business practice where, hey, we buy ugly houses, and I mean, God bless them, they've been around forever. But that idea there is that at least they're telling you, hey, you got an ugly house and we're going to pay a fair ugly house price. When they say, hey, we pay fair market value and you can skip the realtors and you can avoid all these fees, and then they do just the opposite. They give you a low number because they have their costs and their overhead costs. And so you get a lower price. Maybe it's easy, but I'll tell you what, if you can make another $30,000 or $40,000 and still have your house sell in 30 days, and so what, you're inconvenienced 3 nights where you have showings, who cares?